Hey guys, finally an exciting weekend to talk about for the Q4 box office, coming in domestically at just over $202 million with the opening of Wicked and Gladiator 2. And over this coming weekend, the Thanksgiving holiday weekend, the word is that it is going to be even better because not only do we have those two movies, but we have Moana 2 opening as well. But where Q4 ends up is still a big unknown. And I know a lot of you guys out there have different thoughts and there's a lot of good debate and discussion. So in this video, I want to kind of just share with you some of the math that I'm looking at to try and decipher how Q4 might end up. And just a trigger warning for some of you conspiracy theorists out there. I might mention AMC in this video. They are, after all, the world's largest theater company. There are a handful of conspiracy nut jobs out there who will tell you that I am paid by AMC or Adam Aaron. I'm part of some social influencing network. There are also other conspiracy nut jobs on the other side who will tell you that I'm paid by short hedge funds to spread fear and FUD. It's funny, I've got to block people on both sides because some of y'all are a little bit cray-cray. The fact is, I'm not paid by anybody. I just am here on YouTube sharing my opinions. I'm a retail trader just like you guys, but I pay special attention to the filings, the financial statements. In addition, I try to listen very carefully to what management is telling us. And management at AMC has been giving a very clear message for those who bother to take the time to read or actually listen to what they are saying. And that message is they need to repair the balance sheet. They need to raise money, and they will raise money. So as uncomfortable as that message is, I hope once again to urge you to listen to what they're saying as you decide what to do if you're investing in AMC theaters. They're not trying to punish you. They're not trying to help the shorts, and they probably don't necessarily care about your short squeeze, although I'm sure they would prefer that these shorts not be on their back every single day. Management has told investors, and I think by their actions shown investors, that they have one primary mission right now: to execute their fiduciary duty to ensure the company remains solvent. You guys have probably all heard that famous airport recording with Adam Aaron where he told investors there are no naked shorts. And maybe that made you mad, and that's fine. You can believe whatever you want to believe. I really don't care. But I will urge you to make sure you're reading those financial statements. Listen very carefully to what the company is telling you that they are going to do. And then you can put on your big boy pants and take accountability for your decisions, because at the end of the day, guys, you're the one that is in charge of hitting the buy or sell button, depending on whatever your gut is telling you is going on at AMC. And I prefer not to rely on conspiracies, emotions, gut feelings. I prefer to rely on what the filings and the financial statements tell us and what management is saying. Yeah. There are times where we play stocks for short squeezes. For me, right now, this is not one of those times. Now, moving on to the box office, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this weekend came in at just over $202 million, bringing the Q4 total up to $950 million with about 5 weeks to go in the quarter. The big movies this weekend, obviously, were Wicked, bringing in just over $112 million domestically, Gladiator 2 bringing in just over $55 million, and Red 1 still holding in there at $13 million. I am looking forward to this upcoming weekend where Moana 2 is going to be added to the mix. And I'm just going to tell you guys, I've seen Wicked, Gladiator 2, and Red 1. They're all excellent movies. I hope that you have had a chance to go see them, or that you plan to go see them at AMC. And we are planning to see Moana 2 this week as well. I'm going to take a quick second to point out number 4 on the list here, Bonhoeffer, Pastor, Spy, Assassin, a movie by Angel Studios. That looks to be a very interesting movie, and that is also on my plans to go see this week. I hope you guys are supporting Angel Studios, and I hope you go give this film a chance. I know that we're all hoping for, and maybe even expecting, the numbers for Q4 to be really good here in these last 6 weeks. with the addition of several other big movies coming in December. But I'm going to be honest, this weekend came in a little bit lighter than I wanted it to. And I've also got some updated numbers coming in for movies that I'm tracking the expected box office in December. And so I went ahead and did some math about exactly where we need to be per week on box office to hit different targets for the Q4 box office. And that is really the point of this video, to share that with you and have some discussion and see what you guys think. What number is really possible for the Q4 box office? And please let me know down in the comments what you think about these numbers, about this table, and where do you think it's possible that we could come in by the end of this quarter? These are really big weekly numbers for the box office to hit, especially around the holidays. I put up here the weekly numbers, the best ones from the summer of 2023. So it's not impossible to hit these numbers, but I think that it is something that we should all be paying very close attention to over the next 5 weeks as we finish up Q4, because the box office number, whatever the total box office is for domestic and international, is then going to drive into AMC's results financially for Q4. And you guys know I pay very close attention to the cash on the balance sheet and the cash burn, if there is a cash burn. And that is always something that weighs heavily on my mind, trying to make sure I take action before AMC does if I get the feeling that they are worried about the cash balance on the balance sheet or having enough cash to pay down debt on the balance sheet. Thinking ahead, the other thing that I worry about is Q1 looking a little bit slow, and I don't want to rain on the Q4 parade, but it is time to start thinking about Q1 and the titles and how much they're going to bring in, because that could be affecting AMC's decision matrix as they think about when and if they need to raise cash. Nobody knows right now exactly what's going to happen because Q4 isn't done, but I can almost guarantee you that AMC is doing some planning and some calculating about their cash situation and their liquidity situation as they try and finish up Q4. Think about how much money is going to come in, and are they going to have any problems making it through Q1 into the much better rest of 2025. Looking at the chart, it was an exciting day today for AMC with that big gap up. And I noticed that all of the other cinema companies were in the green as well today based on that box office news. Those in my Discord know I've been saying for many, many weeks that I expected, once we get to this point into the middle of December, a little bit of upward momentum based on good news from the box office would not surprise me one bit. And we saw that today, and I certainly hope for everybody that needs the price to go up that that continues. But I do want you to be thinking about these other things as well, including Q1, as you decide what you're going to do. Good luck in your trades this week. I hope you all have a happy and blessed Thanksgiving holiday. I am Tony Denaro, and I will see you on the next video.